All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. So we can see, whoa, I can see some activity that just popped up here on the chart. There's the opening bell, and there's the opening move. Nice big drop for about 100 points right off the bat. I don't know if this is SpaceX or just the normal market movement. But yeah, happy Friday. Welcome, Marco. Good morning, guys, here on Discord. Let's see, I should probably share my screen, huh? For you guys. There we go. All right, so there's the morning drop. Okay, my bias is bullish today. I want to see price go higher, and I want to see price respect this level here. So I want to see if we get a sweep of this New York low and then a move back up. Okay, we respected this imbalance here the first time, but I'm actually more inclined to see price go lower and take this out than go back up, right? Than holding this, because we didn't actually break structure here. All we did here was we swept Asia highs and then we came down. So we're respecting the imbalance here that we have traded into. And now this candle, if we get a closure through these lows or these bullish candles here, that'll give us our 15-minute bearish bias again. But it's not in alignment with our daily or 4 hours. So the 4 hour also has to align, and that'll be at 10 o'clock. So we have to wait for 2 candles for that to happen. So let's see. Yep, I think we will get a bullish move here when we sweep this, but I think it'll be, it might be short-lived. So just kind of see what this candle does and the next candle, because at 10 o'clock, if we get a 4 hour bearish candle to close below, then we will be fully back in the bearish bias. Right, so I'll mark this area here, 29,400. Let's call it 29,500. Okay, and that is this imbalance right here that we respected the first time, right? So if we close through, so let's see how this all aligns, right? If we close through this level, okay, that's going to be a 4 hour bearish bias, 4 hour CRT bias, right? Closing below a 4 hour bullish candle that we previously traded out higher from. 15-minute will also be bearish because we'll have an engulfing candle closing below 2 bullish 15-minute candles, right? And then we'll have a clear draw on liquidity at that point, which is going to be this low if we haven't taken it already. And then bonus points if we close also below this New York low when we do that. All right, man, look at that. Super drop. This is one of those times where I could have probably traded the momentum once we got the close on the first candle, but I don't know. Things are it's Friday, right? Things are a little bit wacky right now. And SpaceX IPO opened up today. So I just kind of want to see what the reaction of the market is. I figured it'd be bearish because, you know, I'm sure a lot of people want to exit their exit their holdings. Any of you participate in the SpaceX IPO? I don't even know if that was on your radar, but yeah, I had mixed feelings about it. I was thinking to maybe just, you know, drop like 10K into it just to see if, just for like a whatever, throw in and hold and see what happens. See if it becomes like a Google or an Apple or a or an Nvidia. Man, if I got in a 10K position on the Nvidia IPO, I mean, this is like obviously hindsight, but a 10K stake in the IPO for Nvidia would be worth about 80 million right now. All right, there's that sweep. Let's see if we get a change of character is going to be way up here. So probably not going to be. Oh man, it's too big of a candle to enter as well. But man, look at that. It's exactly what we wanted to see, right? Sweep and then the move back up. Let's see what this candle is going to close like around here. 420. Stop is going to be about 130 points. That's a 1-to-1 there. I'm not taking this. I'm just seeing what the risk reward is going to be. I'm still going to wait for both of these candles to close, the 45 and the 10 o'clock, right? I'm going to see what the 4-hour bias is, and then we'll go from there. But that was the buy setup we could have taken if there was a decent entry. And in this case right now, a decent entry would be if we were to form this imbalance here and trade back into this imbalance. So like at minimum right now would be like this, and we're looking at a 100-point stop. So trading back here to 390 or 380, and then giving us a push up from there. Right now we have a bearish change of character, right? And so bearish structure on the 1 minute. We need to see this flipped to bullish in order to be confident about trading it with the direction here. So this would be technically that retracement we were looking for. It would come back in to our imbalance here and trigger us in, right? Again, I am not in this trade, okay? We're just outlining what could have been. Right, we don't have well, we do have the bullish alignment, we do, but we don't have the change of character, which is why I'm not taking it just off a sweep. We do have an inversion though, and sometimes the inversion is enough where we don't need the change of character if we have the inversion, and this could be an example of that. We still haven't tapped into this imbalance yet though, so I still want to see it do that, which I think it will do on this candle here. But the reason I'm staying away from this right now is because we still have bearish structure here on the 1 minute, right? We have high to low broke structure, price is coming back into a premium here, and we're expecting price to make a lower low, right? If we're following this structure right now. So what we need is we need the bias to be flipped. At least, this is only a 1 minute chart, right? So at least I need to see a 1 minute change of character, which is going to be trading back above this high. Okay, and then whatever low we form here, then we can look for a sweep and then a continuation, right? And by that time, hopefully it should be past 10 o'clock, and then we should see if we are in alignment with the bias, you know, if it flipped bearish on us or if it still remains bullish. If it still remains bullish, then that's great, because then we'll take the internal sweep up. Oh, look at that, just barely missed it. All right, so let's see what it does to this imbalance here. We've already gotten a reaction away from it, so I don't like it already, but let's see if it holds on a day open retest or rejection. This is looking like good manipulation to the downside though. And I just want to see another internal low here created for us. And I want to see the 4-hour and the 15-minute remain bullish. It's going to be difficult for the 4-hour to remain bullish. But what we need to see is for price to close inside of the 50%, which is going to be right about where it is. Okay, so I want to see where if it closes above, let's say 480, 470, 480, because we didn't sweep this high, we didn't sweep this low, right? It's an inside candle, so this is going to give us a direction based on where it closes above or below the 50%. Whoa, that was a huge move down. So there you go. There's some, and that is why we wait. All right, so now we have traded into the imbalance. Okay, the low here is protected if it's gonna stay this way, right? If we just got this big slam down like that and we don't take this low and we come back up, that's a pretty bullish sign. All right, but if this continues now and takes this low, then that's what we're expecting it to do because of the structure, like I said, right? 1 minute structure is bearish. So we respect the structure right now, then we should see price continue to go down. If we get a change of character, then we expect it to go back up, right? So just wait for these cues to tell you what it's doing. And because it's NQ, there's obviously some really, really big volatility, right? One candle is like 100 and oh my god, look at this, 320. This was 480, right? It's like 160 points in one candle. You don't mess around with NQ. All right, we're very, very close to that low. And should take it now. Okay, if you look at the 15-minute candle, I mean, look at that, right? It's pretty clear where we're going. All right, so this is the low that I originally wanted to see price take for the long, right? For point of interest, I mean, that's really the only thing that's close is that low. Then we have the order block itself, of course, this down move here, but we already traded into that on this move here. So to me, that's kind of already mitigated, unless we didn't trade into, I guess we didn't trade into this wick here. But I kind of view that as one move, right? So this is like one structure. But right here, why this level is important is because this is the high that we swept over here. So in the pre-market, this is Wednesday's high. Okay, so I noted this level as a potential point of interest where we have a sweep of liquidity. So you can see this low is right here, just sits right above it. Right, so if we sweep that and retest this and then go higher, this is potentially where it would do that from. Okay, and let's see here. Why I think it's going to go higher is because we didn't take this low here. But could be wrong. And again, why I'm waiting for the 10 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 4-hour close rather, not 4 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 4-hour close, right? To see where we're at here in this range. So next 15 minutes are going to be crucial, right? We've seen where a 15-minute candle goes down and comes right back up, right? So if we sweep the level and we do that, so we sweep the level, we come right back up with like a bullish candle, and then that 10 o'clock closes above this this level, right, or day open price, then I'm going to assume that the bottom wick has been put in for the 4-hour. I'm going to expect 4-hour expansion to the upside to take out all of this liquidity up here. All right, so there's the 15 minutes close. Next candle, let's see if we get a sweep of that low. let's get rid of this trade here because we did not take that, like I said. And there's a good reason why we didn't take it, right? So if we had entered the trade, we would have been stopped out on that, and that idea was not a fully baked idea, right? Because we didn't have everything we needed to see. So hopefully these rules and these things that we look for on the checklist and everything are keeping you out of subpar trades. All right, there's the sweep or potential sweep. Let's see what happens here. Nice movement up from there. All right, change of character happens when we cross this. Okay, we did close above the 300 marker there, and there's the change of character line we need to get above. So let's see what we do when we get to this area here. Ten seconds. Do we close above? Okay, didn't close above. All right, let's see this 280. 280 tap, back up or not. See if we take out the high or not. Gonna close back above this 320 for the change of character. And then close above this high to continue higher from it. Still kind of like a little back and forth here. Still not closing above, so looks like we're going to continue down, right? That's why we wait for the close, right? Because structure will continue to hold and respect, right? You'll see price respect structure and continue down, and you know that's what we expected it to do. So let's see if we get another sweep of this level, or do we get the change of character? Closure above the 300 here would give us that order block retest, looks like. Oh, and again, right, retesting it, not closing below, or above rather, but closing below, and again another rejection. So last few seconds can always look like one thing and then end up doing something else completely. Which M15 zone are you talking about? This one? This is still bearish, right? Because we still have the we have the sweep here, but I mean obviously this is very bearish. So we want to see if this is going to continue past here, right? Because this is where the start of the imbalance is right now. You can see the imbalance is holding, the inversion rather, and so price is likely going to continue. If this candle closes like this, right, with the sweep like this is technically bullish, but the 4-hour will be bearish. So we'll have the daily alignment with the 15-minute bullish, but the 4-hour will pop back bearish. So that's why we'd like to see it close back above, so we get both in alignment. Now this just looks like consolidation. Yep, another chop shop. See if this goes up or not. But I would expect it to stay in this range here. Maybe we take out a high and then come back down, take out a low, come back up, right? It's to be expected. Okay, let's see if we get a closure above. This will give us the change of character if we close above the 320. Last 20 seconds. Can we get there? All right, there's the close. Okay, so that is our change of character. Now we want to see if we can get either the retest of the imbalance or the sweep of the low, but we need to see price come back in line with this bearish bias at 10 o'clock, or bullish bias, I'm sorry. So this is the line that we traded through. This is going to show some sensitivity here. And then we'll see if we get back through this consolidation, if this is going to be the lower high or if we're going to keep going higher. That's right. Fuck around and find out Friday, right? FAF, as we call it.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Hey, with SpaceX, with NASDAQ, would that, I mean, since it's with NASDAQ, would it affect, you know, the app? They haven't even done anything yet, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's too early to tell. It's only the first day, so.
But will it, I was just wondering if it would.
I mean, eventually it will, yeah. It will, it's going to be part of it, right? So it's going to affect it. I'm sure it's, you know, and it's a pretty big stock, so I think it'll be a good chunk of the movement, but we'll see. I mean, I have no idea. I would just be a shot in the dark or a guess right now for me. Five more minutes. Let's see what happens. We get the close. What did we say? We wanted to close above Where's the level here? All the way up here, right? That's pretty ambitious. I don't think we will. In 4 minutes, I don't know if they'll get all the way back up here. I don't know, maybe. Maybe after 10 o'clock it will. And then it'll drop after we take out this high. Let's see. Nice movement up. Come on up. Oh, this is the 15 minutes, sorry. I was just trying to get a macro view for a minute here. So yeah, there was our change of character, right? So price came back and retested the change of character, came back above. So technically, you know, this would have been an entry if we were in alignment on the 15, which we're not just yet. So that's what I'm waiting for. And technically, I'm still viewing this as a big consolidation. So we'll see. There's the push up. See, we get the 80 level retest back down to the order block here. All right, that's what we'll look for. And then we can look for the bounce at the 350 level for a buy back up if we get it. Okay, there's the bounce, or there's the close under rather. Let's see if we get back down to this order block though. That's what I want to get to, if we can. It's another retest of the 400 level. See if we get below or close below in the next 20 seconds. Otherwise, we'll look for price to go straight up because we got an imbalance here. So it's reacting to this imbalance. And let's see if we get a good reaction from that imbalance, or if we get a move through. Yeah, there's... Let's see if we get a move down now to the order block. And then we'll see another move up. Right? Or that's what we should get anyway. Yeah, there we go. So order block bounce. Can we get a bounce back up? Yeah, that's true. I mean, the 400 level here is a pretty good, strong reaction, but we need to see it, you know, close through some points of interest. So the first would be to close through these imbalances, right? If we close through those, it's a pretty good chance we'll move up, or move down, sorry. All right, so we close through one of them, not the other. And we're still holding that 400. if we get another 400 retest. Oop, oh, there you go, 420. 420 sell off. Nope. Let's keep going higher. $430. Nope, we're going higher. 8 seconds, close above, we should go higher. All right, so there's our 10 o'clock close is bullish, right? Our 4 hours also bullish. Everything is bullish. What we wanted to see is bullish. So now we just want to see now. Let's see, we get another. See, we could have entered here on this order block. That would have been a very nice move back up. These highs right here are probably going to go next, so we can look for the next order block move. Let's see if we can come back to the 380 or 400 level. Either of those would be good. If we leave ourselves in a balance here, that would be good. Here's the 400 line that we wanted to close above on the 4 hour. Check out the 4 hour. So let's see. Can we get that retracement? We did get a 420 retracement. Let's see if we get a little bit higher. 380 is what I want to come back to this order block, or back to this 400 level, into this imbalance that we create in the next 2 seconds. Yes, right? So this imbalance right here, right now, I want to see that hold. And we can come back into it, retest it, and if we get an entry from it, we could as well look for that. So let's see. Otherwise, this might just pop right up. Take out these highs. Got a lot of nice liquidity to the upside here that we can run. And this is looking like a change of character now on the 15, maybe not the 15, not yet on the 15. 15-minute would be up here, closing above here, and then we could go for this, right? So what I'm really looking for right now is we have the 15-minute sweep of the low that I wanted to into the point of interest that I wanted to, and now seeing price close above this high would be fantastic, right? Because that would be a 15-minute change of character, which aligns everything back bullish. And then it's just a matter of waiting for it to come back for a low, retesting this line, right? Or an imbalance that we form, whatever the case may be, and then running for these highs up here. So let's see. That high's about to be run. Yeah, if we took that entry, it would have been easily 1R, probably more. If we run out these highs, probably 2R. It's looking very, very good now for that. Just run out those highs. There we go. And there it is, right? Probably expect it to drop here a little bit. Just a little bit. Not too much. Go back into this imbalance. That would be fantastic. We get another entry from there. Or yeah, we'll see. 480 is the rejection of 500, right? We have a divergence as well. Let's go. Okay, come back down here to the imbalance is what I want to see it trade down to if we can. Come on now, get down to that imbalance. What's that? That's 420, right? Yeah, 420. Fantastic if we can get there. Come on now, you can get there. It's too early for the move up now. We don't want the move up right now. Come on, get down there. Ah. All right, let's see if it makes one more attempt to run down there before it takes this high. I don't want it to take this high just yet. I want it to run down first. Okay, it's taking the high. Never mind. All right, let's see. 520 rejection, maybe. 520 rejection. $550 rejection. Looks like a $550 rejection. Previous daily high, right? Should be. Come on, come on, come on. Get down, get down. 550 rejection. Nope, it's going through. I'm gonna go right through that. Yep, right through that. Okay, maybe we'll get one here. $50 a good. Oh, it was a good a marker for rejection if we can get it. It's still holding. 13 seconds to see if we close under. 10 seconds. Nope. All right, closing above. There's another divergence. Yeah, we want to get the buy-in. It's just we wanted to see price come down into a point of interest, which we didn't get. Like we didn't get this order block. We didn't get this imbalance. The next one here would be this one. Kind of regretting not taking the buy earlier, but it happened a little bit too quickly, so it's all right. But it's perfectly, you know, played out. Once we got the change of character here, you know, certainly riding the momentum up was, you know, a gamble at this point because we're so high up in the range. We could have taken out these highs and then you see a big drop just like this, right? This could have been a huge drop, but unfortunately it was just a retest of the day open and then we continued higher. So nothing we can do about that. See if we get a retracement at 600. All I'm looking for right now is just some sort of retracement back into where we can get a long, but you know, it's already gone pretty high, so probably gonna have to wait for a bigger retracement. $600, just before 600 there. Slap a footy. I mean, it's a little risky here, but it's Friday. You can fuck around and find out if you want. And we'll drop in. All right, we get below previous daily low, or high rather, into this imbalance. We'll look for an entry, probably back down here. I'd rather see it form a sweep though. I don't know if I just want to take it right off of that. It's a very nice move down though. Keep it going. See if it keeps running down, or do we get 50 retest? All right, holding the 50 right now. If we get underneath previous daily high closure, then that will probably continue lower. But otherwise, we'll look to see if this stays underneath or not. Nope. 10 seconds to go. Probably go higher. That was the imbalance we wanted to see. Now I want to see close above the highs here, but an inversion here would be good as well. Just seems it's just a little bit too high in the range. I don't know if I want to take it right here. But technically, we could take a buy here with our stop underneath this to see if it holds. But it's just too high in the range for me. I don't want to do that. See if we hold this level. This looks like it's going to go into some consolidation here. Yeah, I mean, it's hovering. It's going to consolidate here, right? This area here is going to be very volume heavy. There's a lot of transactions going on here at this previous daily high, I'm sure. And plus, we've got big figure levels, mid figure levels here. So if we look at this bigger picture here, as I said, the target is these highs here, so we still have some room to go. Let's see what happens here. Maybe I will. Get another. If we get an internal sweep, I'll take it. Of course, it shoots right up. Yeah, if we get another internal sweep here into this OB. Here's an imbalance down here as well. All right, so we've got imbalance, OB. So what am I looking for? For 29,500 to hit. All right, and put our stop underneath the OB here, underneath day open price. We don't want price to get back under day open. So yeah, let's see if we can get that. Would be good. $500 level. Let's see. Yeah, so like 520, 510. 510 would be underneath with a sweep, and then 500. So those three levels there, I'd be looking for some sensitivity. And I'd look for price to close under this 600 level here if we're going to get there. So yeah, come on, there we go. Get some movement down there. Come on, get some legs. Nope, coming back. Nope. Okay, good close, closed underneath, but now we're seeing if we can hold the imbalance here, the inversion here, right? Really, we would need to see price close through 550 in order for us to get back down here. So, see if we do that. If not, the inversion holds and we go back up. And then we go back up. Yeah. 620 rejection. 600 level, close below, back below would be what we want to see. 620 rejection. If we can get it to close back below 600. Otherwise, we'll go back up. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Come on down. There you go. Okay. Let's see if we get our level now. Let's see if we form an imbalance first. Let's see if we do that. Let's come right back up. Come right back up here. $560. We're looking for 510, 520. For the buy. Oh, there we go. Come on down. You can do it. 13 seconds. 520 was the marker. Let's see if we can take that low. 520.5. Oh, just so close. Why must you tease? Okay, there it is, there it is. All right, now we got to see a reaction from the imbalance here and the order block. So 500 would be the best case scenario if we can get it. Otherwise, this just go straight down. Yeah, there you go. Straight down. Okay, there's the reaction. Now we need to see a strong closure back above this low. All right, 510, 515. If not, then we'll see price likely continue down. So I need to see a closure above this level. It's hovering. 40 seconds is a long time. Nope, closing below, so we're gonna go lower. 17 seconds though. I won't say it just yet, but yeah, there we go. Going through the level. Looks like 480 will be the next. Oh, nope. All right, let's see what this one does. We got divergence here. This might be it. This has to be it. Otherwise, it's going to be a, a dud. Okay, close above in 30 seconds with divergence. Ooh, that was a nice push. Okay, if it closes above previous daily high, we can take the entry. Oh. All right, let's see if we get it here. Close above. Close above. 2, 1. All right, we're taking it right here. Stop goes below. Let's see, 480. Let's say it's a stop. Okay, 480. Kind of risky. All right, 480 is the stop. And we're going to try to go for these highs, but 1-to-1 will be good enough. So even if we just get to about 600, I'm good. Let's see if we do it. Come on. Maybe 597. Yeah, we got the sweep, we got the closure above. Now we just want to see it hold as the sweep, right? So if we can get that, we'll be golden. Close above the sweep level, and I'm good. Right now we're wicking it, or like around the wick, so 10 seconds. Come on. Okay, nice push, nice closure, good candle. All right, come on, keep it going. We don't want any more than that. No, that's not what we wanted. Come on, there we go. Stay above that. We want to stay above this sweep, right? So we don't want to go back below that. 512, even though our stop is at 480, but we really don't want to see price go back below 512, I would say. Okay, we have an imbalance right here, so there's probably going to be some pushback at 580 if we get it. Okay, so just be careful. All right, getting a bearish close here. That's no good. But as long as these wicks stay in line and above, I am okay. Okay, next candle bullish, please. Okay, that's a good candle up. If we can get it to close above the bearish candle now, that's what I want to see. Oh, no, 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 no. Last 10 seconds are no good. That is no good. Okay. That is closing underneath. No good. Okay, all right, stop is still there. Oh, that's a nice candle back up. All right, it's a little bit of a roller coaster. I didn't like how we came all the way back down to that level though. Let's see if this still holds. We might still sweep the 480 level and then go back up. I feel like we're going to do that. I don't know. Okay, that's a much better looking candle. There we go. that momentum. All right, carry through now. We closed above 50. Come on, give me the move up now. A lot of back and forth. I feel like we're going to get another reaction. I got divergence here now. Yeah, like I said, it might come down and sweep this low first. So 480 might be a target right now for a sweep. I feel like we should go up first and take out the highs if we do that. YM did take out this high, but I guess not this one. Boku Pips, you got a fan on YouTube. Other way. Okay, we might be hitting our stop. All right, let's see if we get a sweep though. I mean, it still can save us if we hit this low and then come back up. I did adjust my stop a little, 475. But I think if it's gonna hit 40, it should hit 475. It should be under this this low here, but I don't want to change it right now. If we do get stopped out and it does give us another entry, we could entertain another entry, but it's already pretty late and it's Friday. I think I might just take the L here. It's not over yet. We're still closing above. Still closing above is a good sign. If we get to entry, I'll get out at break even. Come on, because it's just not looking very good to me. All right, I am. Oh, I was gonna say I was gonna get out right there. Come on. Come on, get up there. There we go. All right, I am out of the trade. It's break even. It's just chopping around too much. It may go up from here, and it may save, you know, from this low. Look at this. It's gonna go out now because I just got out of the trade. But let's see what happens. All right, I feel like we're gonna get another push down. I feel like another range is forming, so I don't want to sit here in this range. I'd like to see price sweep out either 480 or this high to come back down to sweep out a low, and that will be a little bit better. All right, but we'll see how this plays out. If you guys want to keep holding, it's up to you. You know, you're certainly welcome to. It's in profit now, a good amount. So there's an imbalance right here, an order block right here that could send price lower. Let's see if we create an imbalance. If we create an imbalance now outside of this consolidation, that would be a good sign. But let's see what we do here. If we create an imbalance or not, and look at that, right back down. So close above the 50 would be step 1. And above this consolidation would be step 2. 30 seconds. Let's see, create a tiny imbalance here. Hitting the order block, hitting the imbalance, and let's see if we get a move down from here or not. Oof. What the hell was that? All right, there's some shenanigans going on right now. Okay. Yeah, I definitely am not feeling very confident about this setup at all. I think we'll get a lot more chop here. You can see this is starting to form, right? It's starting to kind of overlap into this chop here. So this 480 level, I would say a sweep of that level or lower, retest the day open price or something like that. This order block here would be a good sign. But since we're already this high up in the range, we've got a 15-minute bearish bias here. And this candle, let's see, 50% is right where we are, right? So if we close underneath 50% of this candle here, right, we can expect price to come down and reach into this imbalance. So where's this imbalance? It's right at this 40 low. All right, so that's what I would be looking for. I would look for price to come back into this 15-minute imbalance right now, sweep out the 15-minute lows, and then go back up. Got divergence here. It just, yeah, it's just not giving the push we need. All right, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. I am perfectly happy taking nothing. It is looking bearish, yeah, so it might flip bearish. Okay, but the bearish move I would suspect is only short-lived to come down, like I said, into this imbalance. We already swept out these lows here, right? So what we're doing is we're coming back into the discount of this range. There's an imbalance here, this big order block here, the change of character here, right, which we're testing, right? So I'd like to see it come down into this imbalance right here. Okay, that would be the next bullish move for me. 480, bounce up, and then take out these highs. That's what I want, and that's the only thing I'll take. All right, let's see if it sets up for us. All right, so before we close out here, I want to talk about the setup that happened yesterday, all right? Because I sent out the pre-market to you guys. Hopefully some of you guys caught it, but it was perfect. It was so good. It didn't follow through, but it gave you 300-400 points of opportunity if you were able to catch it. So if you guys remember, in the pre-market, we had this range, right, high to low. And we wanted to see continuation, right? 4-hour point of interest was this high, or I'm sorry, not this high. It was this imbalance, right? And was inside of that was this 15-minute balance overlap right here, and this level was 29K. Where's 29K? Right here. It was also another key metric that I was looking at, right? It's just, I know it's 1 point off, whatever. Okay, but 29K, right? So I said that we wanted to look for price to come back into the premium, right? Sweep out internal highs, which we did right here, right? London highs was right here. I mean, this was, I cannot paint this any better. I wish we didn't. I wish I didn't miss the stream yesterday, but imbalance right here, right? Popped into the imbalance. Look at the timing, right? 10 o'clock exactly. 10 o'clock comes, right? We get this bearish close. Okay, so we have the sweep into our point of interest. We have the sweep confirmation here, right? 15-minute bearish candle closure, right? And so now we're just looking for the 1 minute confirmation. So let's just go back to this setup here, right? And let's go back to the 1 minute chart, and let's just take a look at this. All right, this is so good. All right, so hits this level, trades lower, right? So this is what we're looking for. We want that 15-minute bearish candle, right? Bias, and then we have the retracement. When retracement, what do we want to see? We want to see it create a swing high and then sweep the swing high. So it retraces, creates the swing high, and look right here, right? Sweeps the swing high, and then boom, we get this shift. Now the shift closing through this, right? You could wait for the close through this. The shift itself right here after the sweep is the entry, right? I've taught you guys that once we get that internal sweep, because we already have everything else lining up with the bearish bias. So if you wanted to just wait for like a change of character here or a retest here, that's kind of an extra step on top of this extra step, which we already are using, right? So internal sweep and shift here, this could be your entry. That's the first entry, right? Your stop is, it's kind of a big stop, like 100 points. Okay, but you're aiming for the opposing end of the range here, right? Which is about 100 points as well. That's your 1-to-1. Okay, and as you can see, this does play out, and it plays out a lot more than that, right? It comes all the way down for this low. So once you hit that low, you could hold for this low, right? For 2R, and let's see how far much further down it goes. I think that's about as far as it goes, right? 2R, 260 point move. From the entry, but from the move itself, from what we recalled where price was going to turn around here, is much more than that, right? So this was a fantastic trade. I mean, if you guys caught it, if you guys saw it, fantastic, right? And this happens right in our window, 10:45, 10:30 to 10:45 is where the move occurs, right? And then after that, after we take the lows down here, then we move right back up. Right? And if this was going to continue short, then where would we expect price to continue from? Here, right? From this push down, the breakup structure, the imbalance in the premium, there's this change of character here, right? This would have been a stop out, right? And this would have been invalidation, and this would have told you that price is not going to continue lower. But yeah, that was amazing. All right. Where did we go? Oh, we shorted, right? All right, let's see what happens, right? What did I say, 480? We blew past 480. Oh, man, completely blew past 480. All right, let's see if we hold some bigger structure now. So this is no longer 1 minute structure we're holding, right? Well, now we're trading into 15-minute structure. So order block and balance, the sweep, right? All of this stuff here. Let's see if there's a 5 minute we can work with here. 5 minute imbalance right here. What the heck is going on? There we go. Okay, trading into the 5 minute balance, which looks like we're going to go through. Really, it's just this big order block here. So if there's anything smaller on the 1 minute, yeah, this big move down here, this order block right here. Okay, I would rather see price sweep and trade back into this consolidation. All right, but if we continue on through, we don't hold here, right, and we go back below the level here, this is the original level that we swept, the Wednesday's highs levels that we swept, right, to go up to this level. So it failed, right? We didn't get those highs. It failed. It came back down. If we close back through, right, then that's probably likely going to give us the move, the continuation back down the level. All right, so let's see what happens. If we get a bullish setup here, price will come back above the change of character line here, right? Or close back above these bullish candles above previous daily high. If we get above previous daily high, that's a good 130 points to the highs that we want to see price sweep out, right? So plenty of room there for setup, right? Aside from that, then, you know, look for price to create an imbalance here, trade into the imbalance, and then continue short below day open if we stay below day open. And that's all she wrote. All right, we'll end it here. It is Friday, end of the break even, but the rest of this week was really good. So another positive week. Can't complain about that. We'll come back next week and we'll do it again. All right. Any questions before we call it? All right. What are we doing for tomorrow's backtesting session? Good question. So, I mean, you guys can always give me suggestions on things you want me to cover, right? I will always have entries. Okay, that's a popular, that's always a popular target, or topic rather, not target. So we can go over entries for sure. I will also have, you know, other things for you if you don't have any questions for me. We'll go over the price action study for this week and all the entries that we took and did not take. But yeah. When to switch bias? Yeah, I mean we'll do that in the review as well. I'll show you when the bias switches and when you can, because after the session, you know, in the morning we do the morning session, right? But in the afternoon the bias can switch, right? So I'll go over, you know, some of that throughout the week if there's examples of that. Why trading under the week open, etc. Yeah, those key levels, right? I know that that's a topic you wanted me to go over before, so we'll cover that as well. All right, so we've got some good stuff to cover. All right, good job today, Boku Pips. Looks like you smashed it. All right, yeah, and for those of you guys on YouTube, I'll see you again next week. If you have any questions, let me know. Drop them in the comments. All right, but hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. All right, take care.